And we're back. Real Madrid 2, Elche 2. Let's talk about it. You know what's crazy? I've been recording this whole time. I thought I was recording this whole time, but actually, I wasn't. Absolutely. What am I saying? I don't even know what I said earlier. Anyways, take two. Take two now. Real Madrid 0, Elche 0. First game right off the international break. I was saying, but I wasn't recording, that I was a little sick from this international break. I was actually sick, and I was sick of watching international football. So double whammy. No, Real Madrid 0, Elche 0, and Elche's home ground. The defense has been good. Even the counterattack's been good. We're doing a formation 3-5-2, which Xavi Alonso is known for doing at his old club, as well as the beginning games of the Club World Cup. You could call it competitive or not, but he did a 3-5-2, and we play exceptionally well with Gonzalo up top next to Mbappe. But today it's Rodrigo. It's important that says Rodrigo because Vinny is on the bench, probably because he was playing full 90s for Brazil, or starting and playing extensively for both games for Brazil. So it's time for Rodrigo to kind of come up, start, be who he's supposed to be, and he's not doing it. The other interesting change is Trent is actually starting today. Earlier, his dinks into the ball haven't been the best, but I'm just happy he's starting, he's playing. I remember Mbappe's first couple of months, first half of the season for Madrid was pretty good, but not from Mbappe's level. And then everyone got to him. And Trent, he's supposed to be one of the best right backs, especially coming from a club like Liverpool and winning the UCL, corner taking quickly, EPL, all that good stuff. I think 2 EPLs actually. So he's supposed to be that guy, and I'm just okay, he's obviously isn't that guy right now, but for players like those, you have to ease in. He's learning Spanish, new culture, Real Madrid, heightened pressure, so ease it in. I think second half season he'll be much better. In regards to the game today, taking the ball in a couple of times in the first 25 minutes has been the greatest, but I think the last 10 minutes, if anyone was watching, he was exceptionally good, exceptionally solid, I will say. So he's just solid. But he was finding his footing. I think he would have a bigger second half. Spireless is okay. Dean, I want to give a shout out to Dean. Out of everyone that I saw, Dean has made the best improvements from the last couple of games. Now, it's only in the first 45 of Elche anyway, so it might not be a big team, and the more known for their defensive acumen. But I just think Dean is playing very good defensively and even forward with his passes. He's a Dean that, Madrid sought to sign, when he was doing it at Bournemouth. So right now, score 0-0. This is 3 minutes only for first half. I'm sorry. Let's cut it. Easy. Okay, second half report. Here we go. I haven't even posted last game because I was fed up. This game was much better. We showed resilience in the last 10-20 minutes. Weirdly enough, I actually agree with Xavi Alonso's tactics, formation wise, as well as subs wise, as well as the time and not place, but the time in which he initiated those subs. I thought it was brilliant to bring on Vinny. We needed a goal threat. Rodrigo wasn't doing much, even 50th to 60th minute, 55th minute, I think. Gonzalo, when he came on, he was supposed to, that formation is built for him, So when he came on, I thought it was brilliant too. Camavinga put in his work. I want to give a special shout out for Trent. I know it's hard going overseas and doing what he did, and this game showed that the balls in his box are very key, especially when you have Gonzalo on the opposite end who actually will attack it. Jude, for the last goal with Mbappe link up, he's like a 9 low-key. He's a striker. Well, he has a striking instinct, and we need more of that. Gonzalo was watching while Jude was active, and that's why we scored the 2-2 goal, or the level for 2-2. I don't know. This game I really want to talk more about Xavi Alonso and his philosophy. Game wise, I think Elche played brilliant. If you guys watch the game and watch the goals, They're passing left, right, tiki taka, 1-2, 1-2. Even for like the first goal was brilliant. Alvaro, when I saw him come off the bench, I'm like, wait, isn't that guy that scored for us like 2-3 years ago with the header? He's known for his heading. When he was on that drive and hit it with the left foot, I'm like, well, yeah, he is left footed. I think Thibaut was expecting it to go to his left, so he took a little stutter and then attempted on his right, but it went through. You gotta give him credit. You gotta give the manager credit. You gotta give everyone on the 11 credit, even the fans. Like, look at the fans, the ultras are jumping up and down. I'm just like, it's a big stadium for like a team like Elche. I might have to, revamp my Elche history, but at the end of the day, 2-2. It wasn't good enough. The commentators were saying, on the media it's not good enough. Finally Madrid scores 3 games we drop points, but I see what Xabi is doing, which is why I might be critical, a little anal, because it's Madrid, so it's bigger than life, whatever. But like, Xabi Alonso is doing the correct formation. He's benching the stars that needed to be benched to showcase that he's in control, and that when they're losing, he releases Vinicius Jr. to the world. It's not like Vinicius Jr. was doing much anyways. A little bit more than Rodrigo in the directiveness department, but outside of that, same old. Mbappe had the chances. I think some of the chances he was offside, but he had the chances. Real Madrid, we have the chances. Elche had a chance too. We just have Thibaut Courtois. I think overall 2-2 is a fair result. Yeah. So, anyways, back forward, it now started talking about philosophy. Back forward, goalie, I think Thibaut 8. He does what he does. He could have saved the shot for the second goal, but it's fine. The first goal, he was, I'm not even going to be too critical on Thibaut, because now we're expecting him to save shots, and a keeper in his position for Real Madrid shouldn't save, so I won't be too harsh on him. Trent, I'll give it 8. Bias being that he's introduced to the squad coming in summer, and now he's showing what he's capable of. Last second half, the balls into box, were like our goal threat. Usually it's been on the left hand side with Vinny or Rodrigo when he's playing there, even Mbappe sometimes, but today was really Trent delivering. Even if the corners, delivering. I'm gonna make a separate 1 minute video just on Trent, because I think he showcased why he was the best right back in the world before Hakimi came in. Dean, I think he played much better. I'm not gonna hate defensively. You know what I mean? Maybe he's not like a Pepe in the back. Maybe he's not like an Ederm in the back. It seems like he's more of a ball progression forward, like a center back that Van Dijk, if Van Dijk couldn't defend. Fran Garcia, I see. This is why I like Xabi Alonso. I understood Fran Garcia was supposed to be the presser. He's supposed to be the guy that goes in and presses, press everything, and you have Alvaro Carreras at the back playing a traditional left back role, or left center back, I guess in this case. But I think Fran Garcia did his job. He's just, when you have, I think Gula was on the left, Alvaro on the left, and Fran Garcia on the left, a lot of times it's like, okay, we'll have a bunch of left-footed people, and they didn't know how to use the right foot at all. Coming to Gula, I think he was average at best. He tried to do some next passes, couldn't get through it. He did a little 1-2 dribble outside of tight constraints, but to what end? His through ball wasn't there. It wasn't like Mbappe was making those runs either when Gula had the ball, but it was smart by Xabi Alonso to take him off. He wasn't doing much. Jude Bellingham, solid 7. The good part about him is that he could run up and down for full 90. He's like a Valverde that's a little bit techier, and has that stamina. Valverde, when he came on, it was okay as well. Brahim Diaz, he just tries to do too much. He's that kid that doesn't belong and tries to fit in, and he knows he doesn't belong, and everyone knows he doesn't belong. Shout out Brahim Diaz for a couple seasons ago, though. I will say that, but as of recent, it has been up to par. Who else am I missing? Rodrigo? Shit. He's been shit. I'm not even gonna. It's almost gonna be a year since Lissami scored in the Liga. That guy could. Even the tactic with him, it makes sense as well. Why sell Rodrigo when you can have him potentially on the bench if Vinny gets injured? Because if Vinny gets injured and you sell Rodrigo, who's gonna be the replacement? on the left hand side. You can move Mbappe there, Gonzalo forward, maybe Endrick on the right, or we have Mastertuno as well, but Mastertuno on the right. But like when you have a player like Rodrigo who's proven in the LW position as well as the RW position, you're not quick to sell him. Maybe in the next window you might get a $30 million decrease, but I understand the game plan in regards to him. Mbappe, King Kylian, he had chances. I can't even he had chances. Sometimes he was unselfish. Sometimes he just missed. It's one of those days coming back from international break. I won't be too harsh on him. He scored like more goals than need be. So if it shows like a consistency, then maybe fans will get on him. But so far, it's okay. It's not like he scuffed the chances. It's like the goalkeeper made lovely saves. The one from Trent's ball in, first time straight at Pena, and then another one where he was running down the right, heavy touch on the last touch, and I think tries to dink it, and a nice save by Pena. I know people are going to talk about the second goal that Drew scored because Vinny nicked the keeper, I think, with his shin on his nose. That's a little bit controversial. Not going to the Mr. Controversial Vinny. Coming off the bench and onto the game, he was okay. You know what you're going to get for him. It's just maybe 1 out of 5 times it will work. That's what you get. You roll the dice with Vinny. 1 out of 3 times it might be the person, and then after that, 1 out of 2 times it might convert into something. And this time it just didn't convert to something. When you have full 90s, then maybe like in the 90 it might convert. Or you might have one of those chances that luck out. But today wasn't a day. Their defense was phenomenal. The midfield was phenomenal. The possession-based football was phenomenal. The movement was phenomenal. I don't have much to say. They played good football. Something like I wish Madrid aspired to play. We don't have that connecting. Oh, Ceballos, yes, he was starting as well. He was okay. He was pretty good in doing what he did in the 8-6 position, more of the controller. Poor man's Toni Kroos without the passing attributes. But he was okay. I won't be too harsh on him. He's a squad role player, so I'll cut him some slack. And then it is what it is. 2-2. Now let's talk about philosophy. Let's talk about some philosophy. For Madrid, I don't know if we should stick with a 4-3-3 formation, and if that's better, with giving Vinny all the access on the right, or the 3-5-2 formation that we saw today, as well as the first game of the Club World Cup. The 3-5-2 amounts to, in my opinion, Mbappe and Gonzalo. There's no one else that can fit that position. With Vinny on the left, no, it's on the right. It's probably Valverde behind or in front of Trent. And the mid, when everyone's fully fit, probably Drew, Goulet, Tchouameni. The issue is, where does Goulet and Drew don't have that synergy? They don't have that synergy at all. Goulet is a 10, Drew's a 10. What are we doing? Goulet is trying to mold him into like an 8 logic hybrid, but it's not it. Drew he has to play that goal. Like if you watch that second goal, everyone was just standing. Like we got Gonzalo just standing. You're a striker, you're standing. Drew, he took the shot, it nicked. It was about to go out of bounds. Mbappe saved it. Drew is always hungry in the box. It's not like skill, but that mentality to have, it's what you need if you want to nick a goal at the end, if you want to score a brace or something, if you want to be the difference maker in the 90. And which he was to secure us a point to keep us ahead of Barcelona on the table. But that philosophy of the formation, I don't know. I can't hate too much on Xabi Alonso. Everything he's doing is something I would do as well. Formation-wise, tactic-wise, players, bench-wise. I know I talked about it earlier, but it's very important. He lucked out on having Alvaro as a very good left back. Even putting Fran Garcia, his LW today was pretty smart. When it wasn't working, he switched it real quick. I think his issue is because he's gonna play Mbappe. His issue is 3 players: Jude, Goulet, and Vinny. Vinny, obviously, because of the little scuffle. And as I talked about earlier, the Jude Goulet chemistry. Because Mastertuno, no matter how poor he is, in my opinion, he's 18, give him time, and there isn't much of an issue for Xabi Alonso. Because if he masters the how does Jude work best in my formation from a 4-3-3 or 3-5-2, or how does Goulet work best in my formation as well, then you might get like an actual team. Benny's going to do his own thing, Macedona's going to do his own thing, and Mbappe's going to do his own thing. But it's that mid that really controls or dictates kind of like the full 90. My suggestion off the top would be to bench Goulet, or play a 4-2-3-1 and Goulet is the 10, Jude is the 8, and Jude and Goulet alt. That's a little bit too confusing. Jude's the 8 or the 6-8 hybrid pivot, and Goulet is the 10. And if Goulet isn't doing those through balls within the game, then my bad. If Goulet isn't doing the through balls within the game, him and Jude alternate, because we've been conditioning Goulet to play the 8 Margic role, even the pivot low key. So they alternate, and Jude historically has been known to nick those game winners or those game ties or go back, which Arda Goulet hasn't shown us any ability to. So that's my solution. On the right, I don't care. Macedonia, Camavinga, it doesn't matter. On the left, Vinicius Jr., of course. Striking position, Mbappe has to be. Raul Asensio, lovely. He's back. Dean Huijsen, he needs to play. He's our next guy, so he's gonna be the staple. So for good or for worse, he's gonna play. You ease Rudiger back in. You have Alaba, although he's on a high salary wage. You have him like instructioning Dean how to move, how to defend, how to position himself, when to engage, when not to engage. It's more Dean, because Rule kind of got that down for now. Trent, he needs to play more, whipping those balls. People have to get used to the fact that he's going to whip in those balls, and you have to attack it. That's when Jude is playing the 10 and not Goulet. Alvaro is a given, and Tipo is a given. Anyways, I don't want to talk too long. It's going to be like a 20-minute video. 2-2. My boys are going to flame me, is what it is. But Liverpool lost, so I'm happy. We're happy. Barcelona won. So it is what it is. Jamal looking back to his best, so we got to step up. The stadium is back. The injuries are starting to dwindle. I saw Lewandowski scoring the first goal. Jamal somehow maybe his groin is back and he's okay. Shout out Nicky. But yeah, Madrid, we got it. This has to be a wake up call. I'm not gonna be too harsh because it's the first game back from international break, but it's one of those wake up calls. Anyways, 2-2. Real Madrid, Elche, you gotta give credit where credit due. They balled out. We didn't ball out, but they balled out. So you got that. Anyways, Hala Madrid once more. Hasta luego, mi amigos.